Hi my beautiful loves, Charlotte here from Perfect Shade Cosmetics. Welcome back to my channel. I have had lots and lots of requests regarding the smoky eye, so I decided to dedicate the next few tutorials to a range and variety of smoky eyes. Starting from today, we are doing a variation of cool and warm colors and the nude lip. So stay tuned, and as you can see that I've already prepared my face. Please refer to my previous videos where I guide you step by step on how to prepare your face for basic makeup application, highlighting, contouring, and brow definition. So as you can see, I put on my foundation and powder. I put on my blush as well. I'm just going to run through what I've already used on my face. So I've used this blusher and number 8 setting powder over. So very subtle glow, more dewy, not overly highlighted and contoured, very subtle. As you can see, even my nose contour and highlighting is subtle, more natural. My brows, I also did a brown brow tattoo today. I've lined it very subtly underneath as well with the brown number 2, because I'm going to be using a brown wig after this for my complete look when I'm done with my makeup. So now I'm going to go straight on with my smoky eye, which is going to be a combination of cool and warm colors, how to incorporate it into each other. There's no rules when it comes to eyes, so here goes. I'm going to start off with a blue that I have in my Shiloh Beauty palette. It's amazing. So what I'm going to do first is just apply some foundation on my lids, just so that it doesn't fall on the rest of the face when I'm applying the blue, because that's always a risk when doing smoky eyes. So it just depends on you. If you want to start off with your eyes first, the end justifies the means. There's no rules. There's no hard and fast rules like you've got to complete your face first and then do your eyeshadow. If, completing the top half of your face works for you, then so be it. You may do so. So what you would need to do then is just do your foundation and your corrector from the top and your powder, do your brows, and then go straight on with your eyeshadow, and thereafter you can prepare from lashes down to neckline and all here contouring as well. So I'm just going to apply my foundation, which is my beige 2, on the lid, working from outer to in. I'm going to put on quite a thick layer because I really want the smoky eye to be nice and vibrant, because this is a gypsy look that I'm going for. So heavy on the eyes, light on the lips, subtle on the rest of the face. The gypsy look is all about earrings and hair and all the little trinkets that goes with the look. Just applying the foundation. Okay, I'm going to start off with the blue first. It's quite a vibrant blue. And before I do that, I'm going to apply some powder at the bottom so that if it falls, I just catch it. With the amount of foundation I've already applied on the lid, there shouldn't be a significant amount of product falling on my cheeks. So that's the blue. I love, love, love this blue because I'm going to line my eyes top and bottom with it. And I'm going to work in stages of smokiness. So I'm going to start off with the blue first and then gradually blend into a brown. 2 different shades of brown, so a darker brown first and then a more subtle brown. Okay, so as I mentioned, there's no product spillage, and that's what I loved about my Shiloh Beauty palette. Okay, so not too far up, so just where my crease line is, you can see where the line is. That's the crease line, shading line, socket line, that's where your darkest color goes. And why I've done both sides with foundation first is because it doesn't take too much of time when doing the shading color, as opposed to my Egyptian look that I did yesterday, where I started off preparing just one eye first because the foundation does tend to dry out. So I'm just starting off with the blue. And again, if you want to use something that's straight as a guideline, you know, if you've prepared your face at the bottom, then I wouldn't advise you to put the sticker on your face. Just hold a brush, just like this in the corner, and blend in just slightly above the socket line. Don't go too far up because we've got to leave some space for the browns. So if you can't see, always place your mirror lower than eye level. So it just tends to increase the surface area, smoothen out any wrinkles that prevents you from getting product into the socket line. Okay, I just want a neat point on the side to match the side. Right, and then I'm going to clean my brush with my brush cleaner and go into the brown. Also another variation of brown in my Shiloh Beauty palette. It's like a reddish brown that I'm blending into, and then a very light brown after as my final brown. So just above the blue. Wipe your brush in between because you don't want it to mix completely with the blue and then change into a color that you don't want. So just gradually just make sure your levels are at the same place on both sides. It's all about symmetry when you're doing smoky eyes. So take your time and work from eye to eye so that you are able to gauge the symmetry or asymmetry and make adjustments accordingly, as opposed to doing everything right till the end and then you realize that it's just completely whacked off. Okay, so I'm going to change my brush now and go with the lighter brown. It's all about blending, making sure your colors flow into each other and that you're not seeing stark outlines of blue and different shades of browns. Take your powder, your setting powder, whatever you set your face with, and just blend on the inner corner for any product that you want to take away. I will come back to my browns and add more if necessary. I'm now going to go to the inner corner and I'm going to put on a soft silvery, it's like a kaleidoscope of colors in just one eyeshadow, but it gives you that metallic look on the inner corner, and I'm just going to lightly glide it across the blue as well, just so that it gives you a little bit of shine, just a hint of metallic, but without changing the color. So I'm going to apply some foundation on the inner corner again so that it really catches when I apply that metallic. Gently blending it into the blue so that it flows. Okay, and then I'm going to, it's like a chameleon brown with a mixture of turquoise and a hint of silver. Okay, and I'm going to take that and just slide it across the blue so that it goes from metallic to stark blue. And my inner corner is going to be a nude. Okay, and then I'm going to highlight underneath my brows with a soft white, and then I'm going to touch with a hint of metallic. So that's the white first. Focusing more on the brow bone going outwards. Then I'm going to apply the metallic. It's like a skin tone metallic. You don't even need a primer or extra foundation just to catch this highlighter. It's just amazing. And that's what I'm using on the inner corner as well. Just going to apply a little bit more blue. And then I'm going to blend, actually I'm going to brush away because I'm almost done with the top after applying a little bit more brown. Okay, and just blending where it meets the blue so that you're not getting stark lines. And brushing away with my powder because I'm done with the top part of my eye. I'm going to seal it and line it now with the Brow Tattoo. That's my new favorite liner. Brushing away anything that fell on the nose as well. Okay, and lining underneath my eyes first with the black brow tattoo. I'm using my brow brush. And then I'm going to smudge this with a combination of, I'm going to smudge underneath my eyes with a combination of black, blue, and brown in stages. So I'm going to start off with the darkest color first, black, and then blue, and then brown underneath, using different brushes. Okay, so I've just lined underneath. I'll come back to the top in a bit. So let's do this with black first. Starting from the outer, Go all the way to the inner corner. Just stop short of where you've applied the highlighter underneath on the inner corner. Stop like that. You can extend all the way up to the top lid. And then I'm going to use the smaller brow brush with blue underneath. So it just depends on the type of smudging you want, whether you want it more wider, whether you want it more precise. Do it in stages according to your preference and the effect that you want. I don't want the blue too wide, so I'm using a thinner brush. And we'll do the same with the brown as well. This is now going to taper into the brown. And that's going to be the lighter brown because I don't want it too dark. Just line the whole thing with the lighter brown. And try not to go too far down because that can make you look like you've got dark circles when you don't. Which is why it's so important to keep your brush thin for this last layer because it just completes the whole look. You can see the little mixture of black, blue and brown flowing into each other. Okay, and you can always go back and touch up if you want to add a little bit more blue just above the brown, just to make it pop a bit more. I'm always about the layering and coming back to color and adding more if I need it. Okay, and then I'm going to take my concealer brush and blend out areas that are not looking symmetrical. Okay, this is still a highlighter brush, and this is my concealer brush with a bit of foundation, just making my lines even. Anything that's not looking the way it should, you just take the concealer brush and blend it out, and just adding a bit more brown here. It's a little bit. That's perfect. Next, I'm going to finish off with my liner at the top with the black. I like to do my liner at least 2 millimeters above my lash line, away from my lash line, from the center going outwards. If you tend to have droopy eyes here, this is a form of corrective liner that creates the illusion that your lids are not drooping. So you just create your own little lift with your liner. So if you have droopy eyes, or if you're losing elasticity in the corner of your eyes, try to use this technique to create your own lift. Okay, that's my first line. And then I will come back to that when I've done my lashes and mascara. Before I do my mascara, I'm going to prepare my lashes again. Remember, get the shape and the curve according to the natural contours of your lids. Your lids are not straight, so get your lashes curved according to the contours. Put on the glue. And I'm going to do at least 3 to 4 layers of mascara at the bottom. I'm not putting on lashes at the bottom. That's safe for special occasions and special looks. If you'd like to know how to care for your lashes, once you're done for the day, wash your face, pull them off gently, soak them in warm water with a bit of liquid soap or sunlight liquid. I find that degreases beautifully. And pull off any excess glue gently after it's soaked for at least 15 minutes. This softens the glue or any excess product on it, and you can use an old mascara wand or even a toothbrush just to brush away all the excess product and pigment that's on there. So while that is now drying, I'm going to apply my mascara and also do a thin layer of liner at the bottom on the outer corner only, because after I applied the powders, it faded a little bit. So just here, joining the liner at the top. Mascara. And then I'm also going to brush any excess product away from my brows, because that seems to have caught some powder and highlighter and it's looking a bit uneven. If you'd like this effect, we actually have pigments, blue pigments and brown and a whole variety of pigments that would give you the same effect. If you want to darken any color, you can always add black at the bottom as your base and then add your pigment over. So that will give it depth and darken any color that you add over it. Okay, just going to clean up my brows. With brown eyeshadow because I am using a brown wig. So you define your brows according to your hair color that you're using. or that you have. If you're like me and love wigs, then define your brows accordingly, according to your hair color. Okay, while I'm waiting for everything to dry, I'm just going to touch up wherever I feel makeup needs to be done in stages. So you touch up every 5 minutes until you're done at the end and it's looking the way it needs to look after 5 to 10 minutes of not touching up. Well, that's usually the guideline that I use and go by. So if it's looking the way I need it to look after 10 minutes of not having to faff and layer, then it's set in place. Also, to further enhance this look, we have stunning glitter liners in 5 different shades. They're currently retailing at 120 Rand. You can use it over your eyeshadow just to sparkle up your eyeshadow. You could do a line just above your gel liner or stamp liner or brow tattoo liner, just to enhance it. So that's just a variation of this look. So I'm just adding where I need to while I'm waiting for my lashes to set and to be ready for application. And I'm going to do another layer of brow tattoo while I'm waiting. Filling any lines or spaces close to the lash line. I'm also going to tell you about the codes of lipstick I'm using today, and blusher was very soft Miss Rose blushes. Okay, so my lipstick is Lip Matte number 02. And then I use a moist lipstick from my old range, LC289. I love it. It was my refills. I have a whole collection of these moist lipsticks. My PE ladies would know about the moist lipsticks because I sold them out in PE over the December period. So I did a layer of the number 02, which is the Slim Lip Matte, which is more of a creamy lip matte, not overly matte. These are retailing at 65 Rand because we have less 50% on these lipsticks. So it is called Pale Chestnut. It's anything but chestnutty, but it's a subtle, beautiful pink. So I use this to line my lips, and then I use the moist lipstick, and then I did a layer of the lip matte, and then I finished off with the moist lips again. So now I'm going to check if my lashes are ready for application. It looks like they are. They're feeling a bit dry. Straight on, and I love it when it's just the perfect tackiness. Just grab the edge, place it where it needs to, and it just stays. So I'd say about 5 minutes of waiting time. There's always something new to learn about lashes every time you apply it. So the more you practice, the more you can troubleshoot and find out all the things that can go wrong with strip lashes. I personally love the strip lashes, and I don't think I would ever go for lash extensions again. I always contemplate it, but then I always think about how much I lost in my days when I was a model for lash training, and how long it took for them to grow back, and that just puts me off. They look lovely on people, but You know, the success of it and how long it lasts depends on how good your technician is. And not only that, but it's time, it's maintenance, and the more things that I need to maintain, I would rather not do that. I would rather just stick to my old-fashioned method of putting on my strip lashes, because time is definitely an issue for me, and having to maintain it and having to go out and do services doesn't work well for me and my lifestyle. So this one's just misbehaving on the inner corner, but while we're waiting for that to dry, I'm loving this. I'm going to do another layer of mascara at the bottom, and my eyeshadow is where I need it to be in terms of intensity and the overall effects. I'm loving that. I won't do another layer. So no glitter for this. This is Gypsy Eyes. Lined heavy, but no glitter. Blending the natural lashes into the falsies. So that your natural lashes are not going down and then the falsies are going up. So you got to blend them up. Absolutely loving this look. So just going to see if, press it down with the corner of your brush. Press down any excess glue, just spread it out. Press upwards. And doing that last layer of brow tattoo at the top. And we are done. I will go and finish off with my hair and show you the complete look. So this layer just goes from the center outwards, over the crinkles in the corner and upwards. And that's the finished look, ladies. Hope you guys loved it. I'm going to be back in 2 minutes with my hair and the overall effect. See you in 2. So beautifuls, this is the final look. I just put on a wig, I put on a sparkly scarf, some earrings, jingly jangly kind of earrings, looking like trinkets. The more, just layer it if you want that full gypsy look. So if you'd like to see more amazing videos, please subscribe to my channel. And if you'd like to know about the products that I've used for this look, you can WhatsApp me on 079-272-4713. Thanks for watching and stay tuned. Bye.